Right, this man is in Zimbabwe. Some real technology coming out of there. It was rumored that he had run a car on radio-like waves. Oh, about a year and a half ago, I ran into it. Looks like he's done it. Looks like he's got 2 or 3 different countries or more that are now looking at this technology. Pretty interesting. Now the refrigerator is going to be powered by this car. It's a generation system, and he's going to run that refrigerator off of what the car is producing. They had problems in Zimbabwe of trying to produce stations because of civil unrest and other things, destroying the stations, actually keeping the stations going. That's a problem. We've seen that with Tesla, people burning them and doing other things. This is very interesting. The car is a power producing station. Now, this is interesting because it's very small. This unit is very small. It doesn't take up the space even that a motor does. But he's got the technology, uh, the electric producing energy. He's got the software, and if you tamper with certain things, the software is destroyed and your investment is gone. You have to worry about people trying to mess with and steal this technology. So they've had to booby trap it. So if you mess with it, you're screwed. It calls us microsonic devices, but it's something like a radio wave that's magnified that actually runs these generators and runs these appliances and runs a television or other things. And they're trying to protect this technology so it's not just stolen or used in other places and he doesn't get any credit for it. So if you mess with this, you're going to destroy the technology, software and the hardware. It says there's no moving parts to it. Well, that's interesting. There's something moving, but he says that mostly no moving parts. The only moving part is that you see in this car is a reduction, and I don't know what he means by that. The generator doesn't have any moving parts. Type of device are known as zero energy. You cannot maintain it, you cannot service it, because there aren't the moving parts like we're thinking of. Interesting. With the new technology, you're going to have technicians that are trained on how to keep the things running and serviced, obviously. But if there aren't major moving parts, it should last for a long time, other than the moving parts on the transmission, the rear end, the wheels, the axles, uh, shocks, and so forth. Maybe cooling. I don't know what it takes to cool it. Hostile takeover, that's really common in Africa. How do you protect the technology? I'm sure that's a concern. And patents and so forth, kept in other countries and people. Kept in three different companies, and the different parties don't even know each other. Interesting. So they back engineer it, and the algorithm somehow stops the try doing that, and it will wreck the device. I don't know about she had something about the batteries. I don't know what type of batteries they have. Uh, so the bikes are on the market, the cars are on the market, TVs are on the market. 50 IP. You're going to drive the car from Zimbabwe to Cairo and prove that it really does work on camera. So very remember some type of waves, and I heard this like radio waves, but he said something else. Now, if you look closely underneath this table and underneath this TV, there are no wires hooked up, and you're going to look at the back of this in a moment. Very interesting. So this size of this box is converting radio waves, or whatever the energy is. This is it. Not very big. And you notice in the device in the car was not very big either. Well, very interesting. The power already exists in the world. Somehow he's tapped into some type of energy wave, whether it's a radio wave or something else. He's figured out how to tap into that energy wave and magnify it. And I think it's not the only access to unlimited energy. We've talked about Toyota coming up with their own energy systems, and competing against Tesla. Tesla said he's on an NDA. Elon Musk said he's on an NDA after he visited their labs. Said he'll make cars we know today obsolete, even his battery electric car. So I'd love to get some of that into a house. I'd love to get some of that into my SUV and my uh, my RV. I mean, it's a monster for energy, and the price I pay for gasoline to move this monster around is just incredible. So we're going to end it here. I'm going to give you the video source on this and see what you think. It's Roger Martin here from Lockwood, Montana. This is new. Another form of zero-point energy. There's another video out there which I tried to record, but I could not. The recording system couldn't work. It didn't work. It was messed up. I had to reset it. But there's some zero-point energy stuff out there too. Vortexes coming together, actually changing carbon in the air into oxygen, and they were burning that oxygen in your energy-producing system. So a little different way to look at it, but I think there are many forms of energy that currently exist in the world, technologically wise, and the patents have stolen a lot of these devices. U.S. Patent Office is notorious for stealing patents and shutting them down. I know some companies in the United States won't even do patents here. They'll do them in other countries, so they're not as easily stolen or manipulated or shut down. Again, Roger Martin here in Lockwood, Montana. Enjoy.